Wow. That is
Wow,
incredible.
good morning forever. Good morning to everybody in the room from down here to way up here.
Wow.
It's a real pleasure and a privilege to be with you all this morning and to share a little information about this incredible opportunity linked to this company called Forever Living. Prior to being involved with Forever, my background was large farm estate management and horses. So you could say I was a farmer. I had a great way of life, but like so many people, I think I was probably working too long for too little and with no real direction of where I could take myself in my life.
My name's John Curtis, and prior to Forever, I started my working career actually not very far from where we are now, in the City of London as a commercial surveyor. And they were long hours. I didn't really enjoy the work, and then I went into the corporate world and enjoyed that even less. And the thing I really didn't enjoy about it was I didn't like the job, and it was separating me from my family. And at the time when we met Forever, we had slipped into debt. The bank had taken away the house, and the worrying thing was that our debt was increasing by $1,500 every single month. So we were really pleased to find this opportunity. But perhaps you're in the audience today in the O2. You come along to have a look-see what we do. Maybe you're part of our worldwide televised audience doing the same thing. So what we'd like to do is to do a new presentation on the business opportunity. Forever. So, who are we? Who is this company, Forever? What do we do? Simple question, isn't it? What do we do, this company, Forever? How do we do it? How do we do what we do? And finally, to answer the question, perhaps, if you're looking at it for the first time, why you might choose to join us for your reasons. So who are we? Well, the company was founded in 1978 by one man, who's still at the helm, had a remarkable vision, a man by the name of Rex Morn, and he had a unique combination vision of wanting to enhance the health and well-being of people the natural way, and also to give ordinary people, and that's most of us, isn't it, a chance for a better life, a better income, to bring a smile to people's faces. He was wise enough to get a group of people around him who he knew, liked, and trusted. That impressed me because I'd been with an American organization where the top people seemed to change almost on a daily basis. And when I realized that these people had been together for years, and then I saw the next generation coming through, I thought they're all singing off the same song sheet. And I like that, and I still do. We're represented, actually, it says on the screen 155 countries. It's only a few weeks ago that we actually put these slides together. It's difficult to keep up with Forever because the number of countries increases every time we come out. But we're a global company. We're all over the world, every continent. The thing I really liked about the company, and I still do, was that it's cash rich. It hasn't incurred any debt along the way. And you know, during this 2008 collapse globally, so many companies went to the wall because they quite simply ran out of money. And this is a cash-rich company with no accrued debt. Here we see part of our capital assets, if you like, our offices around the world. I guess there's somebody in the audience who's seen their own office.
A Scandinavian office.
We've got offices of this caliber all over the world, and they are wholly owned. They're prime, and this is my background, commercial real estate, and these are prime properties globally as part of the asset base. What else have we got? We have resorts. Now this This is income-producing real estate. I love it. A second source of security to the company. And it ranges from things like game lodges. You can see part of our boats on the marinas, hotels, all sorts of stuff. But stuff which tells me we're immensely secure and can bet our future on this company. What else have we got, Jayne? Look at the global results. If there are any accountants in the room, look at these figures, all right? We're a 35, soon to be 36-year-old company. We did $1 million a year in '78. 2 years later, we're doing $1 million a month. 1 year later, we're doing $1 million a day. And now we're doing over $2.6 billion. Now, think about the last 36 years. We've had booms, we've had busts, we've had plagues, we've had just about everything the planet can throw at a company. And Forever has just gone on quietly growing year on year, year on year. That gives you security for the future. So what do we do? What do we do? What is it we do to create this sort of picture?
Well, that's a really interesting question because we are the world's #1 aloe company.
Yes.
And I have to say, when I first joined Forever, I'd never heard of aloe because that was over 20 years ago. But when you really begin to look at this company and the background of it and the way that we grow, manufacture, harvest, and bring products directly to you, you will see we are completely vertically integrated. In fact, we own every part of the process from growing the aloe. And I've been very privileged to go to the Dominican Republic to see the plantations there where there's over 5,000 acres of mature aloe growing at any one time. It's absolutely incredible. Once that aloe has then been picked and harvested, we're in control of everything from the research and development. We've got our own nutraceutical plant. We've got our own production plant. And what that allows us to do is to bring the very purest product through the process to you and then out to the end user. So let's have a little look at some of the marketplaces that are our driving force today. And I think that are going to take this company way beyond 2.6 billion. We now know that the weight and obesity market is predicted to be over 672 billion by 2015. And we have amazing products to fit into that sector. Amazing new packs to allow you to go and build your business in just that one sector. But if that wasn't enough, we've got incredible skincare products, the Sonia range. And that's predicted to be 102 billion global marketplace by 2018. What about the fitness industry? More and more people now are looking after themselves, working out, keeping fit. That's a $75 billion industry already and growing. And Forever have given us prime products to fit into that marketplace. And the personal care products, the products that we all use every single day. Well, we all clean our teeth. We all use deodorant. We all wash our hair. We use some kind of face cream. And I guess every one of you in this room might know somebody who cleans their teeth, washes their hair. That's a massive marketplace. And then going on from there, we've got the nutritional and supplements market, which is brilliant for our Vital 5 pack. 3.3 billion by 2015. Now, what that simply means to each and every one of us is that we have a phenomenal range of products to fit into all of the fastest growing marketplaces, not just here, but around the globe. From plant to product to you, the distributors, and on out to the customers. And I feel that we have the very finest products and ingredients that are available to anybody in the world today. But how do we get those products out to an end user? Well, how do we begin to build a business? How do we make an income with this company and those products. Maybe you can tell us, John.
Let's go through that together. The first thing to realize is we do what most people don't do. That's why we get results that most people don't get. You know, traditional distribution and marketing is based on a model which was invented in the UK with the Industrial Revolution. And it starts with a manufacturer and finally gets to a wholesaler. It may go through intermediaries along the way. And then it gets to a retailer, and it then gets to customers. I think we're all familiar with the shopping mall type method. And if you look on the screen, you'll see that method. But what we do is far more straightforward. Forever Living products grow, manufacture, and distribute to people like you and me who are business owners, termed distributors. We then can supply products to consumers. It's a much shorter supply route, and all the percentages that would have gone to those intermediary peoples now come over to us. We're very well rewarded for what we do, therefore we're very motivated, and we're motivated to give absolutely outstanding person-to-person service. But there's something else we do. There's an opportunity as well. And this is where the real excitement comes in. What about the forever opportunity? Regard yourself as the trunk of a tree, right? That's your business. And we're going to grow your business. How are we going to grow your business? By putting out branches, other business owners who service customers, and in turn put out other branches. And what you finish up with eventually is a tree, all stemming from the trunk, and other businesses stemming from that same trunk. What are the advantages of doing what we do? Well, the first thing is you get to decide what you want. It's not somebody telling you what you should want. It's for you to tell us what you want, and then we'll help you get it. The other thing I really like, because 90% of the people who start with us start part-time, we did, is you get to choose your working hours around your other commitments. If we couldn't have started back in 1993 this way, we couldn't have started at all because we were heavily committed with our time. And the other thing is you're plugging into a simple and proven business system, both locally and internationally. Most people come to the business not knowing anything about this type of marketing, not knowing much about these types of products. You know, this is not a degree course, but you need to learn what you need to learn. And we have a very simple approach to training. It's small, digestible chunks. Okay? And there you see the areas of endeavor that we participate in with their own individual rewards. Let's go through some of those. That starts really with personal recommendation. You know, 90% of the people who are with us are not salespeople. They wouldn't recognize the sales process if they saw it. But they sure as heck can use a product and recommend it to somebody else. And if they use the product and they develop 20 to 30 customers, we never had more than 30 customers in 20 years. Typically, they can expect to receive somewhere between $250 and $450 a month. Now, that wouldn't answer our needs with 4 children, but we thought, well, we can find some people for whom that would be a fantastic opportunity, and we did. What comes next, Jane? Team building. You do what we just talked about, and now you begin to build a team of like-minded people. Business owners, entrepreneurial, distributors, that's what we call them. And if you build a team of 15 to 25 plus, all having their regular customers and using the products themselves, typically you can expect to access somewhere between $1,000 and $2,500 a month. You know, that is a significant sum of money. Remember, this is, generally speaking, on a part-time basis. That makes a major difference in most households. What lies beyond that? Developing team builders, people like you, all still using and recommending and introducing other people who do the same. And typically, these people access anywhere from $2,500 to $25,000 plus. The sky is literally the limit that you decide is for you. What else have we got? We have an annual global performance bonus. We're halfway through the presentation for last year's performance. It is an annual performance bonus, that's what it is. And you can see on the screen some of the people from last year. We give out huge sums of money to the people who are doing the job. That seems fair to me. And it's life-changing. What else? We have an earned incentive program, which we in the UK affectionately call the car plan. And that's where you can qualify to receive up to $7,000 a year in monthly stages to buy the car that you want that's yours. We qualified for the first time in 1994, and we've been on this program ever since. You know, it's really good, isn't it, when somebody else pays for the car that's yours? That really works for me anyway. What else, Jane? What have we got here? 2 free global trips per year. We in the UK love the word free. Free. It has a ring to it, doesn't it? These are trips fully paid for by the company, including spending money. Last year it was Hawaii and Sardinia. This year it's London and Lake Tahoe. And we heard yesterday that the similar event next year is going to be in Cancun, but we don't... That rings a few bells. Lovely place. We've been there a couple of times. And there's also this event, location to be announced later today.
And there are also further advantages of being involved in Forever. You can build a long-term residual income, which means you do the work today, this week, this month, this year, and the impact you have on people by doing that will reward you in years to come. Another great benefit is you get to work with like-minded people. Certainly for me, when I was in the workplace, I had to work with people who were put with me rather than who I chose to work with. You can also build a Willable-style legacy income. And being a mum, having 4 kids between us, knowing that what we were doing in building our business was going to be around for them and for their children was very, very inspirational. But that doesn't stop us teaching our kids to also go out and be successful on their own journeys as well. But to work hard today and leave a legacy is very beneficial. And one of the things that Forever do so brilliantly is they reward us and they appreciate us with the incentives they put on in our own countries and globally. Never before in anything that I've ever done have I felt so appreciated and cared for as not just myself, but I know each and every one of us do in Forever. So, it sounds a bit too good to be true, doesn't it? And I see this response on many people when I sit down and share the opportunity with them. But you know, this isn't a get-rich-quick. This isn't a money for nothing. You do need to work hard. But hard work never killed any of us. You also need to be incredibly focused. You're not working for a boss now. This is your own independent business under the umbrella of this phenomenal company. So you need to be focused. You need to know what you're prepared to work for. You need to know what you're prepared to get up early in the morning for, stay up late at night for. Very important you are focused. You also need determination. Because if I'm being totally honest with you, you are going to have the journey of a lifetime, but occasionally there are going to be tough days. Occasionally, there might be people that say no to you. Occasionally, there might be people who laugh at you and say, "You're doing what?" You don't need to worry about those people. You just need to be focused and determined on doing what you need to do to build the kind of business that's going to give you the lifestyle that's important to you. And you need to learn some new skills. My background was in farm management and horses. I was pretty good in that area. But when I came into Forever, I didn't understand any of it. But I was very, very open to saying, show me, teach me quickly so I can be successful. And I loved embracing the new ideas and the new skills needed to go from distributor to diamond. So once again, just to reiterate that, it is hard work that you need to put into your business for 3 to 5 years to become a millionaire. Who likes the idea of that? So, success factors. If you think and dream big and have a great attitude, everything will come your way. If you're coachable and take full advantage of all of the training that Forever provide for you, your countries provide for you, and your business partners provide for you, you will be successful. If you are prepared to work closely with the person who has introduced you into Forever, as well as with the people you introduce into Forever, you will be successful. And I think most importantly is understand that you need to put time into building a business. It doesn't just happen overnight. You need to have a 3 to 5 year plan. And what's interesting in the world outside of Forever, most people have no plan for their lives whatsoever. And they wake up one day in their 70s or 80s and they say, if only, what if I could have been? I didn't want my life to be like that. I wanted to be in control. So we always have a plan and we stick to it because we want to be the architects of our own destiny and not leave our lives in the hands of somebody else. So, the final piece of the jigsaw, you've got a great company, you've got amazing products, you've got the most generous marketing model in the whole of our industry. But what's the missing factor? What's the one thing that brings this all together? What's the one thing that determines success or just being average? And I believe it's knowing why. It's knowing why you are involved in Forever. It's knowing why you're going to get involved in the first place. It's knowing why you're even taking a look. And for us, that was easy when we first looked at Forever. We were financially challenged. We had 4 great kids at home. We couldn't give them the life that we wanted to give them. And we certainly weren't living the life that we wanted to lead. For me, my why was private education, which was interesting because I only had £37 in the bank. And to educate the kids privately was going to cost many, many thousands of pounds a year. I also wanted to be financially free, not to worry about how to pay this bill and that bill, not to worry about can we eat out tonight, not to worry about can we take a holiday.
I, of course, was driven forward by the debt. We had to clear that debt. It was crippling us. It was tearing our family apart. But when I thought about it, it was actually time. My years at the top end in corporate life, 14-hour days, 6 days a week, doing something I absolutely loathed, had robbed me of time with my family. You know, birthdays, are you kidding? Sports days? I knew other people went. That was what I was. I was time-starved. And you know, one of the real joys, shortly after we started in the business, was standing on the touchline watching my son play rugby. He's actually in the room today. And I looked along the touchline and I thought, where are all the other dads? They're locked up in that hell that I'd been able to escape from. You know, and life is about choices, isn't it? You're all volunteers. You chose to come here today. And usually the choices are dictated by what you think. All right. So for those of you who are watching this for the very first time, either here or internationally, perhaps sometimes you have to change your thoughts because your thoughts will dictate actions. Now, we've given you a choice with Forever. I guess there's one of 3 things you could do as a result of our brief presentation. You may say, well, I looked at it, seen it, it looks incredibly exciting, but I've got questions. There are things that I want to know before I commit. And that's fine, that's healthy. Perhaps, incredibly, your decision is no. Because the business can't be for everybody, can it? You know, we'd respect that decision. I hope you understand we wouldn't agree with it. But if that is your decision, at least try the products. I've been on these products 20 years. I know how good they are and how good I feel. And that's the key thing. And, you know, you may know other people who would welcome the products as well, or the opportunity. Or if you're anything like Jayne and I were, we didn't really understand it the first time we saw it, but we looked at each other and said, yes.
Yes.
This is the opportunity to have a great life. So, in the final analysis, make a decision. That's all we ask of you. Whatever your decision, just give it the due diligence that I believe you and this company deserve. Thank you so much for sharing your time with us.